Joe, it's obviously such a difficult one to take, but how would you sort of sum up how you're feeling and everyone in the squad?
We're hurt, we're disappointed. It's so close to the final whistle right now that we've not really had a chance to digest it. It's never nice having to watch that, but we can't really blame anyone else other than ourselves today. So we can't really fault effort and work rate. Just a little bit of lack of quality wasn't there. I don't think we really tested their keeper. I don't think we looked really like scoring, which is unlike us, which is disappointing going into a game like this. I expected us to maybe be the other way and flying and trying to force opportunities, but we didn't.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that sort of lack of cutting edge, but also conceding the goal. If you did keep it at 0-0, you never know what the other end of the might have went your way at this point in time.
Yeah, it's one of the things I said to players at the end. We can't concede a goal like that. We can't concede those chances. They've had bare minimum chances in the game, and we are pushing to go the other end. It does leave you open, but we're in a position to win the ball. We don't need to let the cross in the box. Then we need to mark in the box when it does come in. That's a centre half that scored that goal. So we've got to do better. We need to nullify those chances that opposition are having and conceding those chances that we're conceding. So they're one thing that we've got to take out of the game. But as I said, up the other end, we never really looked like scoring. We had a chance in the first half with Mia where she gets in. Couple of chances, half chances first half, but other than that, you can't really remember the keeper having to make too much of a save. So it's disappointing on all fronts today.
Yeah, it's hard as well, the opportunity at Ibrox once again, coming up short, and that fact that it happened a couple of weeks ago as well, and it's happened again.
Yeah, we've got to rectify it. We've got to rectify the mentality around it. Got to rectify it in the group. We've got to go again. We've got a big final next week. It's really disappointing that we feel this way right now. But we're up for another trophy next week, and we don't feel like it's a good thing at the moment, but it is. We've got to remember it. It's tough to get us back going after that because we're really disappointed right now, and I want us to feel disappointed. I'm disappointed as well, and we've got to feel that way. It's got to hurt us because it does, and we needed to do better today.
Yeah, the fans did come out in the numbers this afternoon at Ibrox. Just a word on them that came out and did give their support to the team.
Super thankful for the fans that came out. We're so sorry we couldn't get it over the line for them, but we heard them. We're grateful for the backing. We're grateful for the support that they've been giving week in and week out. We heard them. We needed them today. We're really, really sorry that we couldn't get it over the line.
Yeah, just lastly, you mentioned that it's difficult to get the players up for it just now, but an opportunity next weekend, a cup that you did win last season, opportunity to finish the season in a high.
Yeah, and that's the aim right now. Like I said, it's not going to feel like it. We're not going to think about that today, but that's got to be what it is moving forward into this week, and we've got to lift our heads and we're going to go again to try and win another trophy.